ko sa pelikula. Ilan na ba napatay mo sa pelikula using licensed
Ilang
firearms?
beses na akong pinatay. Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Your
You are
Honor.
now recognized, Mr. Efren Reyes Jr. Go ahead.
Thank you po. As a representative of Philippine Shooters and Match Officers Confederation headed by former TESDA Secretary Suharto Mangudadatu, former congressman too, I'm being the Vice President External of PSMOC. The position right now is I agree with mostly of all their resentments and with regards to the mga bills na they're trying to pass, and the position right now for PSMOC is with the shooters. Ever since the enactment of the RA 10591, we have been what you call this disenfranchised. Nawala na po ang karapatan ng mga shooters with regards to permit to transport. Before, we were enjoying permit to transport na mga 6 months, even yung iba nga mga binibigyan pa ng 1 year na permit to transport to all firing ranges in the Philippines, including practices and competitions. Ngayon, we are merely limited to 5 days for every competition. Wala pang, kung magwa-practice ka, kailangan pang kumuha ng permit to transport ulit. Masyadong nalilimitahan yung galaw ng mga shooters natin, where in fact our shooters also represent the Philippines in world competitions. While limiting our practices and competitions, nahihirapan tayo sumali. But in fact, lately we have been champions in world shoot. Mr. Topacio, saan yun? 1, 2, 3, sila ang tatlong pan-Pilipinas lahat ang nanalo. Australasia ba? We are one of the best shooters in the world. If we restrict our shooters, baka bumaba tayo sa standing natin. Yun lang po ang request ng PSMOC for this time.
Mr. Reyes, I would like to disagree with you. Wala pa naman itong mga batas na ito nung nanalo ng 1, 2, 3, di po ba?
Ito
Wala
na
pa
po.
naman eh. It's the present law kung bakit nanalo yung ating mga competitors na sinasabi mo. Why would you say na hindi naman nanalo kung ipapasa natin itong mga bills na ito? What is your
By
basis?
nalilimitahan po yung ibang mga shooters
Hindi na
natin.
nalilimitahan nun. Nanalo na nga sila eh. Ikaw na mismo ang nagsabi eh.
Opo, yung iba po, meron
So, ibig
konting...
mo sabihin, kailangan natin luwagan.
Luwagan lang po natin ang
Bakit
konti.
po?
Ha? Dahil nalilimitahan po yung mga competitors
Hindi,
natin.
It's limited by law. Bakit po natin luluwagan? What is your logic behind that? Kasi
Logic being...
I cannot concur with your statement as a lawmaker.
Because
I cannot.
yung iba po, binibigyan lang po ng permit to carry na with 500 rounds.
Nanalo na nga sila with that eh.
Yes, sir.
Why do you have to loosen the law? For you to win again?
Or to maintain.
Maintain lang po
Yan.
natin.
Siguro yan.
That's why I do not
Ilagay lang
agree
po
with your
natin.
point, Mr. Reyes.
Kasi nga po, yung mga nakaraang mga chief PNP po, I'm not mentioning na, napunta po sa chief PNP ang pagbibigay ng permit to carry sa mga sport shooters, wherein we do not carry, we merely transport the firearms.
Hindi. Ang point ko, Mr. Reyes, with the
Opo.
present law, nanalo na kayo ng 1, 2, 3. Yun ang sabi mo eh.
Opo.
Tapos ngayon, luluwagan para magkaroon kayo ng 5,000 na ammunition for one. Kasi limited to 500 according to the law.
The 500 is for the transport of the firearm, of the ammunition to the range.
Yes.
Yung 5,000...
That is not enough.
The 500, usually po, 500 is kung minsan kinukulang pa ang shooter sa firing range for a competition.
Yung PNP, do you agree with that? that 500 is not enough for practice? For one practice session?
They can replenish it.
Under the law, they can replenish? Oh, what's the problem?
Opo.
Wala palang problema eh.
So, sinasabi ni Chairman Acop ay we created champions, di ba? The best, no? Using the present law. And in this bill, increasing the amount of ammunition, no? Parang hindi natin nabibit yung purpose, di ba? Unless that we wanted to have more champions, no? In different categories. So probably that's the best answer.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we will just submit our position paper later.
Okay. Alright. Kasi yun lang yung narrative po ni Chairman Acop that since we have already approved yung law and we created champions at mga magagaling sa buong mundo, palagay ko ay marami pa na maghahangad kung mas marami yung nagagamit nating mga ammunition during practices ng mga associations. Anyway, siguro, Chairman Acop, we will be discussing that thoroughly on the technical working group. Talagang medyo masalimuot tong isyong to. So, we will be proceeding to the next, Mr. Topacio, are you raising your hand?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Mr. Chair, to answer the question lang of the good Congressman Acop, I think si Mr. Reyes, hindi niya masyado explain. A lot of these shooters during the gun ban and most of the time when they practice, a lot of them are in the US because in the US, they don't restrict ammunition. If you talk to any shooter here in the Philippines, especially those who compete abroad, I mean, my brother is part of the national team for shotgun, and he can only bring a certain amount of rounds during practice rounds. The minimum amount of ammunition, if you want to train competitively, if you want to go to the World Cup, if you want to join the Olympics or the SEA Games, is at least 1,000 to 1,500 rounds a day. And we are only being allowed, I believe, if you're a sport shooter, 500. And during that time, Mr. Chair, even if you replenish, it takes probably a week at most to get a permit to transport. Whereas if you're a competitive shooter and you're representing the Philippines, you would need to practice almost every day if possible. So I think that is the reason why these proposed amendments are being, kaya siya linalatag po sa inyo, Mr. Chair. It's not only to allow yung amount of ammunition to be owned, but also most of the reason is because sport shooters really need to practice with a lot of ammunition. And bear in mind po, Mr. Chair, with the increase of ammunition na pinopropose po dito sa House Bill, from what we understand, this does not only include the civilians. Because as gun stores po, whenever we sell ammunition, even to law enforcement, may it be the PNP, NBI, PDEA, AFP, when they buy ammunition in their personal capacity, we can only sell them 50 rounds.
Okay. That's understandable. Now,
Chair, Mr.
medyo,
Chair.
before, sige, Congressman Acop, then Congressman Plato.
Kasi yun lang ang provided for by law and you have to abide by that. Di ba? That is what the law says. Otherwise, criminal cases will be filed against you if
Yes.
you violate that.
Yes. That's why we support the amendment nga po, Mr. Congressman. Thank you po.
Alright, so we will be medyo umiinit na ang ating discussion and that's the reason why we need to create a technical working group on this matter. Kasi
Chair.
medyo contentious yan. Pero because we have an existing law and we have to follow it, and that's the reason why meron tayong amendments na gagawin natin. But, of course, it
Mr.
will be also debatable on the technical working group. Congressman Plato, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, thank you, Mr. Chair. Ito lang question ko, I would like to direct Mr. Chair sa mga gun owners, itong mga gun clubs. Mr. Chair, yung bang Mr. Reyes, meron ba kayong mga, tuloy ba, yung mga continuing seminar tungkol dito sa mga, kasi nangyayari dito sa umpisa lang ang seminar. May lisensya 5 or 10 years ng license ngayon, dapat siguro may continuing para sa mga storage practices, yung mga tungkol na updated laws and regulations, at saka yung mga conflict resolution techniques and responsible handling of firearms in various situations. Meron ba tayong ginagawang seminar o doon lang sa umpisa? Sa umpisa lang ba?
Meron naman po mga gun ownership na na mga nagpapaseminar. Sino ba yung mga nagpapaseminar sa responsible gun ownership? Merong isang group na kina 50 ba? Yeah, unfortunately 50 is not here to what do they call the group?
Mr. Chair, may I?
Ma'am, you are now recognized, please.
Sir, before one can get a license to own and possess firearm, they have to go through a gun safety seminar.
Yeah, of course.
However, along the way, many of the firearm dealers and those also who conduct shooting ranges have classes very often which the enthusiasts are free to join, whether they want to learn more about how to properly shoot or more also on proper maintenance and following the law regarding the firearms and ammunition that they have.
Okay, thank you, Sir Chair.
Okay, salamat po. So we'll be proceeding to the next resource person from Mr. Charles Khalid S. Rico. Nandito po ba siya? Okay, sir, you are now recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, for having us. My name is Charles Khalid Rico, and I represent the online community of Philippine Ricochet Line. This is a YouTube and Facebook community that talks about Philippine gun laws and gun ownership in general. This is a 12,600 strong community, and we also are allied with Jose Rizal Adventures. This is an online community that has over 56,000 subscribers in YouTube. So first off, I would like to express my gratitude for having us here. And just as a high-level overview of our stance on the House bills, first off, we are very thankful that we are having this discussion on amendments for RA 10591. I think this is very important to helping us all come to an agreement on how we can improve things so that we can make things better for law-abiding gun owners. So, first off, I would like to note that there are 3 Senate bills. Just as a high-level feedback on what we have so far. For House Bill 00893, and this is the House bill that that requests, for example, amendments be made to increase the penalties on notification of lost firearms and on notification of address changes. We would like to express our reservations and even opposition to this, and we believe that we want to incentivize reporting of lost firearms and not to penalize it. So if we are to make sure that people report their lost firearms or change in addresses, we want to make it easy for them to report these things and not to punish them for it. This is very important because a lot of fellow Filipinos here, us here in Metro Manila, it's easy to do these reports. But if you're in the provinces, it's very hard. And for OFWs especially, this is also very difficult. So we would like to request that that we do not have these changes, because one thing that we also like to point out is that 100,000 is very excessive. Some firearms only cost 10,000, and then you're penalizing them 100,000 for its loss. So I think that's very unfair. So for the next one, we have House Bill 9718, which in summary limits the ownership of Type 5 licensed gun owners to just 20 firearms, and everything else is to be surrendered to the PNP-FEO. We would also like to express our reservations, even opposition to this bill, to this House bill, because with all due respect to this proposal by Brother Eddie Villanueva, this is practically legalized confiscation of hard-earned property. This is, well, pardon the term, legalized theft, and would be very unfair to people who own more than 20 firearms for you to just simply surrender it to authorities without any compensation whatsoever. I think that if we are to ever require something like that, there should be compensation at the very least, but even so, if that is the case, where are we going to get the budget for it? I would rather have that budget be spent on infrastructure and healthcare and education rather than on buying properties in excess of 20 firearms. You know, firearms owned by people who own more than 20 firearms. So I think this is unfair to those to Type 5 license owners. Another thing is that we would like to express our opposition as well to the requirement that we only limit firearms ownership to 50 rounds. This is also unfair to a lot of people who live in the provinces because they have to travel very far just to get 50 rounds. And you're going to go through those 50 rounds in a day, especially if nakatira ka, for example, sa Batanes, ano? If you live in the faraway islands, you're gonna spend a lot of time and money just getting 50 rounds, and then you're gonna spend that very quickly, and you have to come back again and have to get the requisite paperwork for that, which is the PTTFA for each purchase of firearm, which is a big hassle to gun owners. Finally, for House Bill 11141 by Honorable Representative Dan Fernandez, we would like to express our full support to every part of this. This is very helpful to gun owners, and we have already submitted our 3 position papers on each House bill, and we will be more than happy to discuss this in detail in future hearings. So for that, I would like to thank you, Honorable Dan Fernandez, for this House bill. It's very helpful.
Okay, thank you so much,
There you
Mr. Rico. You have submitted to us your position paper.